Greetings, my daughter. Greetings to you, my dear, sweet Zatanna. If you are seeing my image, you must know that I am dead. Dearest daughter, know that I am so sorry that I am not with you. It is I, the image, and a small fragment of the soul of your father, Zatanna. I am sorry that I am not here for you any longer. I hope, I pray, the small lessons that I have given you, the gifts that you have learned that have far exceeded my own, will be enough to sustain you in the many difficult days that are to come. My dear Zatanna, I am so proud of you. Now, you must understand our family secret, our lineage as Homo Magi. Much of this I did not know when I began my journey many years ago. I wanted to go on a fun adventure. Like many stage magicians, I knew that there were secrets to be had out of America. I needed to travel the world to find the secrets of the great magicians. Fortunately, I had a friend, a dear friend who I cared about deeply. His name was Thomas Wayne. He and his wife were good friends of mine, and they sponsored me. They sponsored me and sent me traveling all over the world. I went to the Far East. I walked the mountains of India, and I pored over the books of Da Vinci. And that is where I first found it. Da Vinci hid some of his greatest secrets in a special book, and he didn't want anyone to know what he had written. And so, using a mirror, he wrote his words backwards. And as I was deciphering them, I had to sound them out. You must understand, my darling, my Italian was a little rough and my Latin even worse. And so as I was translating these sentences out of backward speech into forward, and as I was sounding out the Latin and Italian, I had to say it and learn it. And so I said, and I found a mannequin where I was storing some of my magic props, began to wave about and move. And I realized that the words that I had said had animated that mannequin. Looking quickly and thinking quickly, I managed to say, yuck! And I told it to cease and to not move. And that, my daughter, was the moment. That was when I realized the secret of our kind, the secret lineage of our people, that we can focus magic, real magic, not just stagecraft, through speaking the words backwards. That, daughter, is when I began the greatest journey one can ever have. And I do not mean of my time fighting Nazis with the Justice Society of America. I do not mean all of the grand adventures with the original Green Lantern and many of the other fine heroes from that era. No, my daughter, I mean what led to you. What led to you, my dear, sweet daughter. You know, Thomas told me the greatest accomplishment of his life was not becoming a doctor, was not of his many philanthropic works in Gotham. It it was the raising of his young son, Bruce Wayne. I do not know what has become of young Bruce, but I might ask you, seek him out, see how he is doing. Do it for your old man. And so, just as him, my greatest accomplishment was watching you grow, was watching you become a young woman, and of course, watching you learn and exceed me in your skill in magic. Just as I have done, you have learned to hide in plain sight, to use the stagecraft and prestidigitation and the small little manipulations of coin and cards and trapdoors to hide your greater accomplishment and to spice ever so slightly those climactic moments when you need to teleport across the room, actually teleporting across the room, and when you need to catch a bullet in your teeth, not only doing so, but pulling bullet after bullet from a machine gun. I must say, my daughter, that was quite ingenious, and I would not have thought of it myself. But I must also ask you, daughter, to be vigilant, for I, as you see, am no longer with you. I must ask you a few things. Please do not attempt in any way, shape, or form to bring me back from the dead. Know this, daughter. Know it well. Magic has a price. You must always pay for all magic. Now, your magic, when you twist the fabric of reality to obey your commands, when you are doing it in the service of good, more good will come of it. But if you attempt to circumvent death, if you attempt to reverse the natural progression of time and bring someone back such as myself, you will pay a heavy toll. Someone, most likely you, will have to pay it. But if not, some poor innocent will have to do so. So my daughter, please, let me rest. Do not do this thing. Because I know you, and I know you are thinking of it. Know instead that I love you, and that is enough. But I am not sending you this message simply to extend my love from beyond the grave, though I very much wish to do so. I want you to join the new Justice League. The new Justice League will be forming soon. I have seen it in my crystals. And just like the Justice Society of old, they will need someone who understands magic. There will be those with the powers of gods. When you consider one such as Wonder Woman, there will be ones who are essentially gods. But nevertheless, they will be weak in the areas of the mystic arts. And if they are fighting, say, Medusa, or some other great supernatural force, they will need someone like you who understands the lore, who understands the castings and the bindings, who understands how to stop a supernatural menace. So I beg you, my daughter, join them, go with them, find them, and help them. You will make a phenomenal hero. You will be one of the greatest magicians who ever lived. You will be far greater than me, my daughter. And let me tell you, watching your child exceed what you have done, there is no greater pleasure. I am not sad. My soul is not in torment. I am at peace. when this message is finished, take the crystal that was made with it. I want you to smash it. It has the final fragment of my soul, and it will rejoin the rest of me, and I will be fully at peace. Do not try to bring me back. There is no need, for I am in your heart, daughter, and I will look down from above and see the great things that you have become. I love you, my daughter. Go and be a hero. My incredible magic powers have told me that you wish to watch another video with Zatanna. That can be arranged. And if you would like yet more, you can subscribe to Roleplay Riot and hit the magic bell so that you will always receive notifications when my next performance begins.